Hello everyone, my name is Anita Rian. I am studying at ANM Regular Training Institution. Now I am second year student. Today I am going to talk about the fetus skull. This one you see here. The fetus skull is the largest bony structure in the fetus body, and this has implications for the progress of labor and for a vaginal path. Different parts of the fetus skull are vertex, undervertex, anterior fontanelle, and posterior fontanelle to parietal eminence. Face, junction of the head and neck to the root of the nose. There are junction of the neck to the root of the nose. This one is a root of the nose you see here. And the brow, anterior fontanelle to the root of the nose. This one anterior fontanelle. This one is anterior fontanelle you see here, and up to the root of the nose. This is called brow. Sinciput or forehead is an anterior fontanelle to the upper part of the nasal bone here. This is anterior fontanelle, and this one is a sinciput or forehead up to the nasal upper part of the nose, that is nasal bone. Lastly, occiput. This one in the back of the fetus skull you see there are big bone. This one is occiput. And the divisions of the fetus skulls. Next one you see there are three divisions of the fetus skulls. Here you can see this is a bolt. This is in the upper part of the fetus skull, that is called bolt. And face, this in front of the fetus skull, this is face, and base, this length of the fetus skull, that is base. And now the bolt of the skull has 7 bones. These are, as you see, 2 frontal bones. These are called frontal bones, and there are 2 you see here, and the 2 parietal bones. Parietal bones, that means here you can see this one and this one. There are 2 parietal bones and 1 occipital bone. In the back of the fetus skull there are 1 occipital bones here you can see, and then 2 temporal bone. 2 temporal bone, where is it? This one. This one is called temporal bone, and this side one, left side and right side. This one. This is called temporal bone. The fetus skull bone are separated from each other by membranous space. They are commonly called as suture. So sutures are, you may see there are 8 sutures. One is frontal sutures, which lies suture. This one is the sutures you may see here. This is called suture. And frontal suture you see first suture. Frontal suture, this one is the frontal suture, which lies between the 2 frontal bones here you see, and the coronal suture. There are 2 coronal sutures, this one and this one, and which lies between the 2 parietal bones. This one is parietal bone you see, and then 2 frontal bones. And now sagittal suture. Sagittal suture, which lies between the 2 parietal bones here. This one is a sagittal suture you see here, and the 2 squamous suture. Where is squamous suture? In the back of the fetus skull, which lies between the 2 parietal bone and 2 temporal bone. This one is a temporal bone and this one is parietal bone. So you may see here there is a 1 suture, and another one there is a 1 suture. So lambda suture. Which one is a lambda suture? Which lies between the occipital bones and the 2 parietal bones. There are 2 sutures you see here, 1 and 2. Where a number of sutures converge, they form an irregular space that are covered by membranes. These such 2 spaces are called fontanelles. There are 2 types of fontanelles. This one, anterior fontanelles. Which one is anterior fontanelles? You see This one is the anterior fontanelles, and in the back of the fetal skull, this is posterior fontanelles. And anterior fontanelles, this one anterior fontanelles or bregma. This is also called bregma. Here you can see, and this is just diamond shape. You can see this is like diamond shape, and this is bounded by two sutures. Which were they? This one is the coronal suture, and this one coronal suture, this one sagittal suture. There are two coronal, bounded by two coronal suture, and two fingers easily enter when it palpates. It is closed after 18 months, and its length, this one you can see its length is 1 to 1/4 inches, and breadth is 3/4 to 1 inch. Now posterior fontanelles. In the back side of the fetal skull, here is the posterior fontanelles. This is like just triangular shape, and one finger easily enter when it palpates after delivery or during labor. So this is bounded by two suture, that is the two lambdoid suture and one sagittal suture. Diameters of the fetal skull. Now you see the diameters of the fetal skull. Suboccipitobregmatic. This is extend from the nape of the neck. You see here, nape of the neck to the center of the bregma or from anterior fontanelle here. Its measurement is 9.5 cm. And another one, suboccipitofrontal, where occipitofrontal extends from the nape of the neck to the center of the sinciput. Sinciput, that means end of the anterior fontanelle here. Extend from the nape of the neck to the center of the sinciput here. Its diameter is 10 cm. And another one is occipitofrontal. Where is occipitofrontal? In the back side you see here occipitoeminence. This is also called occipitoeminence. From occipitoeminence to the root of the nose. Here you see root of the nose, and its measurement is 11.5 cm. And mentobartical. Mentobartical is extend from the midpoint of the chin. Here you see midpoint of the chin to the sagittal, highest point of the sagittal suture. Here you can see the sagittal suture, and extend from the midpoint of the chin to the highest point of the sagittal suture. Its measurement is 13.5 cm. Submentovertical. This one vertical is extend from the junction of floor of the mouth and neck to the highest point of the sagittal suture. This one sagittal suture extend from the floor of the mouth and neck to the highest point of the sagittal suture. Here you can see, and its measurement is 11.5 cm. And another one, submentobregmatic. Submentobregmatics is extend from the junction of floor of the mouth to the center of the bregma or anterior fontanelle. Here you see extend from the junction of floor of the mouth to the center of the bregma, and its measurement is 9.5 cm. There are 8 sutures in the fetal skull. You see here, one is frontal suture and 2 coronal suture. You see one side and the another one side. There are 2 coronal suture and another one sagittal suture. One sagittal suture. And next, this is a lambdoid suture. 2 lambdoid suture you can see here, and another last one squamous suture. This one you see, this is the squamous suture, and this is squamous suture. There are 2 squamous suture. I hope you understand about the human skull. This one, its diameter and its division. This one is a bolt and base and its sutures. This one, I hope you understand well, and thank you everyone.